Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Bean, and today I'm going to be doing my May TBR. Now, if you hear other noises, I have all the windows open because it's gorgeous outside, but I still need to film these videos. And we're just gonna run through it. So if you hear other noises, it's like cars driving past and dogs barking and stuff. It's a suburb, it does that. So let's hop right into it. I'm going to start with a book that I'm actually currently reading at the time of filming this video, and that is The Book That Would Not Burn by Mark Lawrence. I am 80% of the way through this audiobook. I plan on finishing it hopefully today. I just don't have a physical copy of the book itself, unfortunately, because I did get the audiobook from the library, and I just went right through this book. It's so good. It's such an interesting one. I absolutely adore the characters. This book follows two main characters, Levira and Ivar. And Levira is a girl who, she lived on the outskirts in a desert, and her town, her village, is attacked by these sabers. These large creatures, and she ends up being taken to the capital, and she ends up working in a place called the library. Try not to spoil things. Our other main character, Ivar, has been trapped within the library with his three siblings for longer than they can remember, and he is trying to get out of the library and figure out what's going on in the outside world. Their whole goal is to escape. So this is a story that intertwines their two stories, and it's all about found family and destiny kind of things, and there's time travel. There is a bit of politics in here. This is a Mark Lawrence book, but it's so good, and I am enjoying this so much so far. So naturally, because it just came out, I also want to read The Book That Broke the World by Mark Lawrence. This is the sequel to The Book That Doesn't Burn. Now, this is the second book. It is much shorter for one. There is supposed to be a third book. This is listed as a trilogy. We have no information on the third book because we don't even have a title yet, I don't think. So that is interesting. But these covers are absolutely stunning. I did order a hardcover copy of the first book that should be coming soon, but because it's from a third party, it's not coming until like the middle of this month or something like that. But I do plan on continuing and catching up on this series. I am enjoying it so much. The next book that I do plan on reading is one that I have barely started. I'm like 10 pages into this book. I'm 7 pages into this book, and that is In the Roses of Pieria by Anna Burke. This is the Twisted Retreat book, so I do not have the dust jacket on it. It's somewhere else. I don't know where it is off the top of my head right now, actually. Oh, there it is. I found it. But it's over on the other side of the room. This is, all I know so far is it's about an archivist who gets offered the job of a lifetime, curating a personal collection of a history she knows so much about. And it comes with all of the benefits that archive jobs never come with. As someone searching for an archive job, I would love the job that she has been offered. That's amazing. So I think there's vampires involved. I don't know, honestly, but I'm very excited to get into this book a little bit further. Alright, so the next book that I do really want to read this month is a Book of the Month book, and that is A Short Walk Through a Wide World by Douglas Westerbeck. I have been in like a cozy fantasy, just fantasy mood period lately, and so this was one of the Book of the Month fantasy books, and it was my add-on for April, which was my birthday month, so I got a free book for that one, and I ended up choosing this one. This, here, just a little summary that kind of sold me on this one is a dazzlingly epic novel that charts the incredible, adventurous life of one woman as she journeys the globe, trying to outrun a mysterious curse that will destroy her if she ever stops moving. So I am very intrigued by this book. I haven't heard a lot about it, but I really do want to check it out and see what I think, because this does sound really intriguing to me. The next book that I plan on reading this month, hopefully, is going to be The Familiar by Leigh Bardugo. We did go to the Leigh Bardugo event that was not too far from here, so my copy is now signed. I'm very excited. This is such a pretty book. I am so excited to read it. I did think it was vampires. It's not. It's a witch book that takes place in Spain, in the Spanish Golden Age, and I love stories about Spain, so let's see what happens. It is about a witch and her familiar, from what I understand. I don't know much else. I want to go into it blind, and I'm very excited. This has been on my TBR before. In fact, it was on my January TBR, and I do plan on finally picking up The Shadow of the Gods by John Gwain. I am in a fantasy mode, and I'm going to hold on to that as long as I can, and this is something that I have had my eyes on for a very long time, and I do want to read it. I do also have the audiobook for it, so I want to pick it up soon. This is one that both John and I want to read. I believe there's 3 so far. I don't know if it's completed or not, honestly. But this is based in Norse mythology, which I am so excited about, and I love this scale of dragon to human. This is what it should be, in my opinion. All right, the next 2 books that I'm going to talk about that I want to read are going to be the kind of like romance, kind of nice books that I plan on reading this month. Mostly because, honestly, it is gorgeous outside right now. Spring has officially sprung here in the Midwest. And so I want to get some cozy reads into. I haven't really been in a romance mood, but I feel like as long as I keep it to books that I'm honestly intrigued by with happy vibes, then I'll be good. The first one is going to be Too Wrong to Be Right by Melanie Johnson. This is an author that will be at the convention that we are going to in September. And all I know about this one is that there's a hedgehog involved and a parakeet that belonged to somebody's ex. And yeah, there's a dead body. I don't remember, I'm not gonna lie, and I really just don't feel like reading the cover. But I love this cover. There's the hedgehog. And there's the parakeet. I think it's a parakeet. Cockatoo. I'm sorry, I don't know birds. That's a cockatoo. Parakeets are the little ones, aren't they? Yeah, okay. So that's a cockatoo and a hedgehog, and they're dating. They end up dating. That's what I know. I believe this is technically the second book in a series, but they're both standalone, interconnected kind of thing. So I'm going to give it a shot. Callie has the other one, and we'll see what we think. And I'm going to try and read this one. If I do enjoy it, I will pick up the other one and any other books by her as well. I also am finally going to read Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer. I have not read this yet, and I'm looking for something that'll be fun, and all of her TikToks tell me this is going to be fun, so we're going to give it a shot and see what happens. I'm very excited. I don't know much about it, except for it's about an assistant to the villain, and they fall in love, and I have sprayed edges. There are a couple books that I will definitely pick up if I am able to. The first one that I did not mention is going to be an audiobook that I will be getting hopefully within the next week or so, and that's going to be The Twisted Cup by Robert Jackson Bennett. Again, this is from my local library, so I will hopefully be picking this one up soon. As soon as I finish The Book That Does Not Burn. I try to only have like 1 or 2 audiobooks out at a time, so that way I can concentrate on one. I do not have any books for school due this month because I have 2 papers left and then I'm done with this semester, which is absolutely insane, and I hope I passed everything. I don't know, but very exciting. The next 2 books I'm going to talk about are ones that I hope to get to. I don't know that I will get to them, but I would like to. The first one is Sons of Darkness by Gaurav Mohanty. I don't know how to say his name, I'm sorry. It's a pretty book. It's the first book in a series. I just really do want to get to it. I think it'll be a lot of fun. So yes, this one has been on my list for a while. It's high fantasy, and that's what I know. And then following my fantasy mode that I'm in, Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. I haven't read this yet, and I feel like a fake fantasy reader if I haven't read it. Not really, but I do want to read it. I want to get into some more of Brandon Sanderson's work. So I did pick up a copy of this one. It is literally one of the floppiest books I've ever seen. Look how floppy this thing is. Like, it's so floppy. And I love floppy books. I don't know if I'm going to love this cover or not, but as of now, it is what it is. And so, yes, this is what I have. It's so floppy, guys. It's such a floppy book. Why is this book just, like, so floppy? I don't know. But that's what I got for you guys here today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a really short one. I didn't do the game again for this one. I'm really just honestly not in the mood for it, but I'm trying to follow where I want to read. And I've been really bad at following my TBR game anyways. So yes, hopefully I'll get back into that this summer. But for right now, we're going to stick with this picked TBR that I chose this time. Yes, I don't know why I did, but I did. I chose it. I did the thing. So that's what I got for you guys here today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and keep reading. Bye!